role of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service with respect to the Plymouth red-bellied turtle is really threefold. One, we're one of many participants in the Head Start program. Two, we actually have a national wildlife refuge that has been set aside specifically to protect crucial turtle habitat down around Plymouth, Massachusetts. And then three, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is the national agency that's really charged with administering the Endangered Species Act.
Rare species are species that are uncommon locally or uncommon across their range. In Massachusetts, we've got species that are just at the edge of their range and therefore uncommon in the state. And so those we consider rare because their numbers are low, their populations are small, and the number of populations are rather small. And those species are in risk of disappearing in Massachusetts.
Part of the Wildlife Ambassador Program with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, our students are acting as stewards for these turtles. They're in complete control and take complete care of these turtles. And they're basically the parents of these turtles. And what we're trying to do is make these turtles grow much rapidly than they would if they were in the wild. So if the turtles were in the wild now, they'd be hibernating and not growing at all. And what we're trying to do is keep their environment warm, and keep them fed all the time so that they continue to grow during the months that they normally would be hibernating. On a daily basis, our students are responsible for cleaning the tank, checking on the turtles' environment. They check both water temperature, which we maintain between 80 and 85 degrees, and the air temperature, which we like to have about 95 degrees. They check to make sure all of the instruments are working properly, the filter and all the lights. We have a UV light and an infrared light that need to be on constantly. On a weekly basis, the students are responsible for measuring the turtle. They measure both their weight in grams and their length in centimeters. And they measure the center line of the carapace of the turtle for their length.
The numbers for the turtle is like 6032. This is 6032 because the notch starts from its middle, the the equator of it going this way. And so here's one notch, that little scale, and here's a second notch. So then it's 6032. And the other one, it's 6033, so the notch should be on the third scale. This is a device we use to measure our turtles, and it's a digital balancing machine. And the way you use it is first you have to hit the on button. And then now, if you have to set it for grams, you have to look at the mode. So you have to change the mode until it hits grams.
Is that the right one?
Yeah. 2, right? Wait. Is it tote?
So the first thing we'll take a length measurement first. Length measurement, you're going to measure from the middle of the top of the shelf to the middle of the bottom of the shelf with a little indentation there. Alright, so this is a micrometer. And then it's going to be wherever this lines up here. Where it lines up best. Yeah, so that measures 87. Usually the best way to put them on the scale is put them upside down. That way they're going to take the quickest measurements you can. They try and use... Alright, so somebody want to record that? 134.7. As part of this project, the students collected data on both a daily and a weekly basis. The daily observations included tank temperature, water temperature, and any observations about the turtle's environment and the turtles themselves. On a weekly basis, the students weighed the turtles and measured their carapace length. We've had the turtles for about 7 months now, and we've seen about a 40-fold increase in their weight in that period of time.
I think this project was hard because we got to experience whole new things. Because I didn't know what kind of turtles were there, but I never knew there was that many turtles around. But then I learned through these field trips about endangered species.
I think this is a really good project, and we're lucky that we got to experience this, and I just think it's a really good experience.
I thought the project was a fun idea. Like, it was something new, like other than all the normal stuff that we do around here. Like, we actually got to take care of an endangered species, and like I hear about it a lot on TV, like how there's only like 2 races of this animal left or something like that. And I thought it was a really good like project to do to like take care of the turtles. Like when we first got them, they were all small and cute. You know, then all of a sudden we take care of them, and now they're like huge and ugly turtles now.
My name is Ralph. I'm kind of the facilitator of this project. I sign and direct roles to people such as Marvin and Greg getting the lettuce for the turtles, and Victor and Nia to clean the tank. And my job is to make sure everybody does the job actually, and I supervise the things.
A couple times, and they're really like rambunctious. You know, they claw at you like all day. Still good, cute turtles.
We will want other schools to participate so they won't be endangered species for long. Thank you. Peace.
The goal of the Head Start program is actually pretty simple. By keeping the young turtles alive over the winter and feeding them constantly, they achieve a really big growth rate. And then when you release them in the spring, they're quite large. Therefore, they're much less likely to be eaten by predators such as bullfrogs and fish and other species like that.
I'll let you out of the movie, alright? Don't forget.